Welcome to Cardboard Box. Today, I finally have the opportunity to look at Optimus Prime. Unfortunately, it's not the masterpiece Optimus Prime. Instead, we're going to look at this little guy. Once Convoy's trailer gets out of the way, I'm going to introduce you to Cyberverse Commander OPTIMUS PRIME. He is teeny tiny, and he is a Bayformer. This toy was released in 2011 to coincide with the movie Transformers: Dark of the Moon. The alt mode is based on a Peterbilt transport truck, decked out in a flame motif. Originally, this toy would have come with a jetpack and guns that could attach on the back. Unfortunately, the friend who gave this to me didn't have those accessories. Let's compare him to some other Primes that are kicking around the house. Here he is next to Masterpiece Convoy, Rescue Bots Prime, and Classics Prime. As you can see, he's much smaller. From what I've read, the Cyberverse Commander scale was a little bit bigger than Legend class. That makes him fit in great with dinkies. Here he is next to some random die-cast cars. As you can see, they go really well together. Personally, I don't collect Hot Wheels cars.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, of course not. But if I did, this Optimus Prime would fit in that collection really well. Before I forget, I should note that later editions of this toy came with other accessories. One of them even included a trailer. These connected to the back of the truck using C-clamp clips. Some other Transformer lines use the same 3mm connecting system, but you're not watching this to hear me go on about posts and clamps. Let's transform this guy. The transformation itself is not too difficult. When I was first given it, I had a really hard time with it because I didn't know what I was doing, but now that I've done it a couple times, I think it's fairly straightforward. It's not as simple as a GoBot transformation, but it's pretty simple. Yet it's still challenging enough to be fun.
I am Optimus Prime.
Even though he's a Bayformer, it's still rewarding to turn a little dinky into a robot. The Bayformer aesthetic is typified by extensive detail, and this tiny toy is full to the brim of tiny details. Look at that monstrous metallic midsection. There's so much texture and mechanical detail. There's divots and rivets and coils and pistons throughout the figure. It's simplified detail from the movie, but it's a sensible amount of detail. However, without the accessories, we're not getting the full picture. A jetpack? Wings? That's cool. Other versions of this toy came with different add-ons. I even tried to add LEGO weapons and accessories to this toy. Unfortunately, his hands are a little too small and it wouldn't quite fit. Speaking of small, here he is next to Masterpiece Frenzy. Here he is next to Classics Prime. And here he is next to the older version of Rescue Bots Prime. And here he is next to Masterpiece Convoy. That's one small bot. Let's look at his articulation. Because his back is folded up, his head can't move. His arms can rotate 360 just fine. The arm's raised this high. And he has a fantastic bend at the elbow. If you disconnect the mid-torso, you can bend them back and get a slight waist swivel. He can almost touch his toes. And he can do the splits to about here. He can lift his leg fully forward and bend his knee about 90 degrees. While he's holding this pose, I should mention he has very firm joints. Although his backpack gets in the way a little bit, his leg can go fully back. Oh no. They should have called him Revenge of the Fallen Prime.
I'm coming for you.
Yeah, Prime, whatever. I'm sure you'll be back on your feet in no time. I must admit, that was quicker than I expected. While I'm not a fan of the live movie's aesthetics and character designs, I have to say, this is a fun little Optimus Prime. Kids of all ages and collectors of small scales will enjoy this toy. Take it away, Prime.
Autobots, roll out!
So, what gets reviewed next? Will it be Open and Play's Big Cannon, their version of Galvatron? Or will it be Bag Cube's Brawny, their version of a Masterpiece Brawn? Or could it be the Mystery Box and whatever's inside? You decide. Vote in the poll up above. Do you want your choice to win? Share this video with your friends and ask them to vote along with you. Is bigger always better? Or is the be-all really small? What size of Transformers do you like? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.